Hello guys, this is Boomer here and welcome back to another video, and today I am excited because this is the last episode of Season 2, or what I like to call Season 2finity. Okay, that did not have as good of a rhyme as 6finity, but yeah, I'm gonna just ignore that at the moment, but yeah, today it's the final episode, and I'm going to basically do a tour of all of everyone else's base, cover up the journey I've gone through to get up to today, and also have a recap of my favorite moments of the season. Anyways, I'm going to do the tour that leads us to today first, and we're going to be starting at around where I joined. I actually joined a bit further that way, which is east. I really thought that was south. And then I walked over here, and I went around this island right here. Now keep in mind, this spawn area is one giant island, even though it might not seem like it. So I went past Alexa's base, which hasn't changed that much over the months, but I kept on going over here, and over and over and over here, until I think I tried to settle on a certain island. I think it's over here. Yeah, so I kept on walking this way, and then I ended up over here. Originally I was going to claim this as my base, although I didn't really know what to do there. So I ended up backtracking and settling right over here. This used to be a mountain range. I decorated it, if you're wondering. That's why it's all green. And here's where episode 1 starts. So first off, I built this area. It took a lot longer since I had practically no tools, like I have right now. I made this little cozy area. This mine shaft came a bit later, I think episode 5. But I had a bed. I added 12 barrels, which suited my storage needs for a very long time. But yeah, I had these 12 barrels. They suited me very well. I also had these 2 lanterns up top to reuse torch man, even though there still was a lot. And I also went for this kind of modern theme, which with birch and stone bricks in a couple windows. And there's also this one block which is harder than others. That basically Redstone Stick made that when he kept on piling chests on top of each other. Yeah, that came a lot later, but yeah, that's pretty much episode 1. From episodes 2 to 4, I did a couple things around here. I first worked on this little patio. I worked on this area right here, which became some bulk storage right here, and a little super smelter. And now note, this area was primarily my storage system until episode 25. So yeah, I did not outgrow this very quickly. Although I also was spamming chests inside of my mega base while I was building it, so yeah, that's not so good. These smooth stone microblocks were probably the only microblocks I have used in this entire season. They work so well with that thing. Along with that, if you go over here, behind that cobblestone is a sheep farm, a wool farm, which made me build the wool shop over there and satisfied my woolly needs for the rest of the season. Now, I think that wool farm project took the entire episode 2. But yeah, basically, I ended up creating this cave as kind of a farming cave. Some wool, the wool drops off here. Alexa showed me this enchanting center, which I ended up using. And also, Alexa promised he will be back in season 3. So yeah, stay tuned. Although yeah, since there's that enchanting table, I eventually started to industrialize and develop this area. So in episode 5 maybe, I developed a cactus farm, which put in bone meal. And in episode 11, I developed this farm, which is a mop farm. Now, episode 11, that sounds really off, although there's a reason for that. I'll explain that a bit later. Although over here, on the opposite side of this wall, is Alexa's base. Yeah, very convenient, isn't it? In fact, it came to the point that you could literally go in between our starter bases with that one cave. It was quite funny. Now, in episode 5, I'm pretty sure it's episode 5, although I built this shaft down over there, which was mainly x-rayed out, but yeah, there was nothing I could do about that since it lived so close to spawn. Although, look at how many birch logs this took. This took forever to get this many birch logs at that time. I mean, nowadays I could just chop down a bunch of them from the birch forest next to NATO's base. Although, yeah. Also, in episodes 4 and 5, I decided to decorate this area out here by planting some grass and some flowers, you know. Having this little river which goes down there to spawn and also curves down near the ocean. And around that time, Vass also built his base. And these lights I didn't add until episode 11 as well. Now, if we move along into the Nether, that'll be our next area of exploration. Just so you know, between episodes 10 and 11, the server was shut down for around a month and the Nether reset, so even though I technically built this in episode 6, you know, the entire Nether base, it took a while, that's for sure. I had to rebuild it in episode 11. This also used to be in a soul sand valley bordered by a crimson forest, which made a lot of use for this barrel right there. To basically, I made a little hoglin trap, and that farmed them. And that barrel used to actually be right here. Although, yeah, episode 6, I made this thing. It's quite massive, and you could consider it my first mega project as well. Definitely feels very spacious. And then in episode 24, I extended it all the way over here, added a netherwort farm. Over there, I moved my exit. It used to be over there. I moved it now to over here with the flick of a button. Sorry, that's the connector to Lava Run, and this cow, I don't know why it went there. I think it went there in episode 434, but yeah. Also right here, these two on the end are note blocks, and in the middle is a jukebox. So yes, I was so rich, I spent a diamond on a jukebox, and that practically just touched my diamond supplies. Although, yeah, that was practically the entire episode 6 and 24 dedicated to this Nether base. In fact, let me show you. I'm going to go down to the road system. It's really large when you're going down Lava Run. Now, I think this is much more obvious when I didn't have the roof yet, but if we went down here, I think it's my Nether base starts here, and then you keep on going. Look, I'm going, and it ends like right here once all of that's done. Isn't that crazy? It's so much larger than it looks, or it feels so large. I'm almost tempted to call it a mega build of itself. I think it's smaller than my season 1 mega base though. Yeah, no, I'm not calling it a mega build. But I want to see how long this is actually. 33 blocks long. That's pretty long, that's for sure. Although, yeah, well, I think now that's enough time talking about our Nether base. Let's go to our mega base. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about one more thing. These two barrels are for a piglin bartering farm. I built that on episode 6 as well, and then moved it on episode 24 to here, since they weren't as much in the way. But yeah, you insert the gold in the middle one, and it gives you the stuff out on the leftermost one. Also, these glass things, look at how good of a view this is of all the redstone. Yeah, this one over time has gone really obscured ever since I started working on the road system. But look at this one. I really like the view up to this day, even though the Lava Run kind of blocks it. It used to be a case I could see that kind of the Nether waste transition to basalt deltas, and you could also see Tornado's portal as well. I found that quite cool. Although moving on to the Nether... Wait, one more thing about the Nether base, sorry. I actually made it so that the portals for my Mega and Starter base were closer together, but they still connected. That's why I told Vass the Barbarian to not build a portal there when he was still active, because, yeah, that would have messed up the thing entirely, because his base is in between my starter base and my Mega base. And I also had a few issues with the starter base portal connecting somewhere else, but other than that, it worked most of the time, and I think most of those issues were caused by B-Boy, although eventually I got that fixed. One last thing though, this tower that I built, that was on episode 11. That's what I got back from the 1 month area of shutting down. And I also built this ice farm on top as well. That was my final addition to my starter base. And yeah, this tall tower, it really adds to it, that's for sure. So I'd say that like from episodes 1 to 10, that was the early game of my season. From 11 to 25 was my mid game, and then 26 through 37 was my late game when it comes to like trends and that sort of stuff. You know, there's a lot of it as well, or to it as well. As in my early game, you know, I'm still getting ready. In mid game, I die a lot. That's just how I work. And then in the late game, I survive more, but because I have better gear and also better accessibility to other resources, like an Enderman farm, for example. Although, seeing that pumpkin patch and sugarcane patch and all these boats back there gives me old memories. It's quite nice, to be honest. Although, yeah, coming back next, we've got this monster that we've been working on for most of the season. If you do not know, I like to put everything like, such as farms and storage system and everything in one place, which is my mega base. Although, yeah, there's many parts to this. I started work on this on episode 7. I did the globe area first. And then once I got a little foothold on it, I think around episode 10 I got like, it was weird because it was like two sides did not have that ribbon on, one of the sides did, and then one of the sides was just completely unfinished. That was like probably the definition of a party in the back. I remember Solar, he used to be an old member, although his base was over there, kind of next to NATO's, and then he saw my base from out there, was like, what the heck? Well, he saw the area was just unfinished. Yeah, that was quite funny. If you want to see how horrendous it looked, go back to episode 10 through 14. I think I fixed it on episode 14 or 15. But continuing on, after I did that, and with that mess, I decided to do this base. Originally I had it straight, although at first it looked too bulky, then it looked a bit too thin. So then I came up with this like dragon egg design, like how it goes slightly in, to make it more look like a perplexus. And that seemed to work out really well. My original idea for this was like an alien civilization which colonized the alien moon, kind of getting it from Enceladus, Saturn's moon, one of Saturn's moons, which is likely to have life. But yeah, it was kind of a sci-fi theme at first, although it didn't really turn out that way. Although it still looks really good, not gonna lie. And I never really had an official name. I usually called it my mega base. The snow globe also works. Although, yeah, 11 to 13 I dedicated on fixing this base, I think, and also maybe episode 9 as well. 8 and 9 as well, I forget. Yeah, there was a lot of episodes. In fact, I'd say over half of the episodes was just dedicated to working on this mammoth thing. There's a lot as well. Anyways, if we go inside of here, now this I did not add until very late on. At least I'm pretty sure. Going inside here, this used to be very bland. I did not add the village until episode 23? It's hard for me to remember, okay? Yeah, I think around that time. Before it was just like kind of a bland, barren landscape in here. Episodes 14 to 15 were dedicated to getting rid of that party in the back up there. Getting that banner around. And also, I got a start on the water inside of here. And yeah, this thing really came out amazing. If you're wondering, the water thing, that was my intention the entire time, like where aliens live inside the water. Yeah. I think part of those episodes as well. I know episodes 16 and 17 were dedicated to it. Probably 18, maybe like 13 or something like that. But they were dedicated to working on the base of this thing. So as you can see, it's got this kind of thick base, and then it's on this little sand hill which pops up. And yeah, I did this all the way around, and I also did some sea lighting as well. I think I continued a bit more of it on episode 32 maybe. Now this room, I forget when I made this. I think I made this with the village. So I think with the village in general, I started making around on episode 21. I just thought of an idea on making like kind of a natural place for the villagers, to roam free and that sort of stuff. I made this house first, and then that house, and then I paused for like over 10 episodes. Or no, I think I made that house. Hold on. No, I made that house like 8 episodes later, and then a few episodes later I made the rest. Yeah. So, all this stuff I know is 34, and that's episode 36, or last episode. This one's probably like 31 or 32. That one's like episode 24, or not 24, 23, and that's like 21. Those are rough estimates, but yeah. I also made this area on episode 21. I added these pillars last episode. To remove torch beam. Although, anyways, either way, I was really proud of that build. I really liked it, and yeah, with this village completely done. It looks amazing. Now, I might be wrong about 21. It might be 20 or 22 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but if we go up here, things will get interesting. Now, if you're wondering where the conduit's coming from, it's coming from right here. The conduit's tucked inside of here. And if that's also why I haven't really, well, I've never go inside of that as well. Now, I've started filling this place up even more on episodes 20. 20 I know I did. Maybe 19 as well. I know it's 2 episodes. It's either 19 or 20 or 20 or 21. But yeah, I kept on filling it up. Then I finished filling it up on episode 25. Now, on episode 20, I think on episode 17 I did a couple more layers, and then on episode 20, I finally finished the exterior of this thing. So it was a huge accomplishment. I finally finished the exterior of a mega base. Yeah, that's a first of me. Although, yeah, the exterior was half the challenge. The interior is the real challenge. Now, the water I filled up on either 25 or 26... I think it was 26. I know both of those episodes I was dedicated to working on things inside of here. On episode 25, I worked on this area, our storage system. And yeah, it came out really well. This is a 5 furnace super smelter, the biggest smelter I've ever made. Past I've only made duo smelters. I also made a storage system, which I keep organized ever since. You know, I'm actually pretty good at being organized. I just become really messy often. Especially if I run out of chest space, I just goes kaflooey. Also, if you didn't notice, yes, fish spawn inside my mega base. I remember on episode 20, I saw that, like, for the first time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how big is this? Oh my gosh, this thing's so big that it spawns fish? Yeah, it is. And on episode 26, I built this area, which I like to say, it's a home sweet home from a place far, far away. It's from Star Trek. And it perfectly fits this. Now, here's a little fun fact while I sleep. Originally, I was gonna end this season on episode 27 until they added 1.17 to Infinity. Then I decided to push it back because I had much more plans. And now it's ended 10 episodes later. I mean, that really worked out really well, actually, because I'm even more complete with my base. Now, this area was already complete, although you've gotta know, a lot of other aspects of my mega base were not complete. You know, I know it was said that exterior is half challenge and the interior was the other half, but down beneath our feet, it's now, I blocked access to it, although I have a huge industrial district. On episodes 21, 22, 23, and 28, I was digging and digging and digging to get that thing cleared out. Let's see how much stone I even mined. 48,000 stone. 56,000 netherrack. Oh my gosh. I mined a lot of stuff this season. But yeah, that was a mammoth task. At least I got my beacon and I was able to do that. But still, yeah, that took a really long time to clear out. And originally I was planning on not even finishing it. Then on episodes 31, or maybe it was 30. It was either 30 or 31. And 34 or 3. One of those two. I need to check. It might have been 34. I forget. But those 2 episodes, I built farms in there. One of them was a gunpowder and string farm, and the other one was a sugarcane and bamboo farm. On episode 23, which was the episode F, I decided to build that, well, one of the episode Fs. I decided to build that bunny farm? No, honey farm, which is back behind these chests. And now it doesn't work because it breaks so much, but yeah. And now to the newest edition of my mega base. Here it is, my storage area for my farms. I've started building this on episode 34 and finished it, or no, not 34, 30. Actually, I secretly started it on 34, although I didn't reveal it until 35. Then I finished this entire thing on episode 36, and yeah, it's really come together. And also, I'm getting a lot of stuff, including bamboo. And last but certainly not least, we've got to talk about our Nether road system. Now that's taken a lot of time off of my time playing on Infinity recently. On 27, episode 27, I came up with the idea. I originally worked on Lava Run to connect my base to Nados. Then I brought that up to connect it to the End Portal Road, which Redstone Stick originally built. Now I can actually show you that. Let me go into Nether and I'll show you it. So yeah, now this infrastructure for Lava Run and that sort of stuff, that didn't come until episode 33 and 35. Oh, got a red. Gosh darn it. Why did I build these traffic lights? I'm kidding. I don't regret these at all. Because I'm a nerd. Nether Brick Road was built on episode 29 to connect Axolotl's base to my base and Tornado's base a lot easier. And to be honest, I think this is the most used road along with the Route 2. Because it literally leads directly from Route 2 down to our bases. So if we want to go to End or Bacon's base, we just use Nether Brick Road to go to Route 2. And if Bacon wants to get to either of our bases or Nado's base, he just uses Route 2 down. And Nether Brick Road down. It's very efficient, and it kind of ruined a lot of the. And now Lava Run past Nado's base and Route 1 are barely used at all. In fact, especially Route 1. Route 1 has definitely been killed by the introduction of Nether Brick Road. But yeah, this area from Route 2 to the End Portal, that used to be an area where there was a little tunnel which connected those two. Now, I know I went on the wrong side of the road, but I don't care. And you see that thing over there, right next to Route 1, which is up there? I called it the Route 1 connector. And basically, it goes all the way down here. This is what Redstone Stick built. And if we keep on running down here, you'll see, get one final exit to Route 1. And down here is literally the outside Nether, above spawn. And as you can see there's my Nether base. So yeah, you know that spawn. Route 1 was also built on episode 29, I think. Wait, no. Route 1 was built in 27. Episode 27. I remember that. That was like part of the infrastructure plan. But yeah. Along with that, on episode 31, I think I started that extreme connection between Nether Brick Road and Lava Run. Or did I? No, wait, was that 29? I forget, actually. I know in 31 I did some road work in the Nether. Just don't know what. Although on episodes 33 and 35, I just kind of, I brought in Route 2 to have that boatway in the middle. So that Bacon can go all the way down there all he wants, pretty fast, and without rockets, of course. And also to get off at Nether Brick Road just to get down to our bases. It really helped him. He really liked it. But yeah, if you're running around Route 1. But yeah. So now if we go further enough this way, you should end up at a twisting vine. That is the exit between Lava Run and Route 1. Right here. It's very hidden, I know. This is a really old exit, that's why. Alright, we're down here. And yeah. This is how Lava Run used to look like, you know, with this Nether stuff. On episode 33 was when I really expanded it. I also got these two companions on episode 33. My mule died in one of the ICT meetings, although that's fine. And yeah, that's my tour of my base completely done. Or should I say, the progress of my base completely done. And I've not used this this portal very much recently, because since I have an elytra, it hasn't been that necessary going through the Nether. But back before I did have an elytra, that was critical, because it brought me so much closer to spawn. According to spawn, we've got shopping district. Now, before Axolotl came on the server and brought the shopping district to life, it was really bland. There was just my shop right there. There was this memoriam of the Great Dragon Fight, which was on April 3rd. I decided on episode 22 to put my End Emporium right next to it. That was, episode 2 was really restricted to End Emporium. And episode 2 was to build bright white lights it up. That was my very first shop. And in fact, there were a few other shops at the time, although all of them were owned by X-Rayers. So yeah, they got kicked, and that was the only one standing left, which is why I had such a monopoly this season. Now, this is a really nice little town. So Redstone Stick built this park a long time ago. Maybe episode 18? I don't know. I think I showed it in one of those episodes. Axolotl decided to extend it to this boneyard. Graveyard, I meant. And yeah, that really actually came in well. It played really well, actually. That dumps into the swamp. There could definitely be some improvements to that, although the swamp's just really ugly in general from the people who've been in there. But there are also these two trails. So here's the ICT. This was kind of the directing area of all of the trails which go through spawn and all of the other good stuff. I don't even know if anyone used that community smelter. I actually want to see if there's any fuel in there. Hold on. Nope. No one has used it just yet. Oh, there's actually an anvil and an ender chest there. I wonder who placed that. I probably placed the ender chest there because I'm pretty sure I'm the only one using an ender chest. Maybe Bacon is. I don't know. But yeah, that's what really brought the shopping district to life. I added this portal here. Axolotl decided to build a sand land on this side, which was basically a little plaza. And he built his sand shop right there, and an extra one, which I decided to make baffled in. And more sales? Probably not, no. Now, I think that's a shop from an old member. That really is not, that has not been restocked at all. But Axolotl's had some sort of cave there, which I've never even checked out. Oh yeah, it's right here. It's still out of the way, though. That's the thing. Let's see if he actually made any sales. Ooh, he's completely out of stock with some of this stuff. Maybe except for glow berries. Although, okay, I've got to sleep. I have no armor nor weapons on me. So, yeah, sleeping's my best bet. Okay, here's bed. Let me sleep. There are also some shops from some less active members. Tornado built this shop. I also call him as NATO. I think this was originally going to be like a kind of like, yeah, the map, and like you paid some diamonds to like get and find that map basically. And yeah, he never finished that. Although B-Boy over here built his redstone. Oh heck no. Shop. He made quite a few diamonds, although yeah, it was just, you know, he was like the only competition in the shopping district, and he never had that much stock. So yeah, he also never was really developed. I guess while we're on the topic of that, let's check out Mr. B-Boy's shop, and he also joined a bit earlier. Just say hello. He does YouTube. I don't think he recorded any videos of this season. I could be wrong. If so, he did it very secretively, and I didn't know. Or maybe he did it only one in the very beginning. I know a lot of Infinitors like Rymont did that. Although he's gradually been making tiny bits of increments of progress on his base over time. Still a starter base and all. That was Bison Boy's base when he was still playing. He was playing for a tiny bit, decided to leave. This is B-Boy's area. And yeah. So he's got this giant wheat field. I think I think that might be their villager hall. But this used to be a starter base. Now it looks like it's occupied for an animal farm. That's cool. He's just got a sign saying that's his base. Yeah, as you can see, he's not that developed of a player, but he still did well. He still did well for season 2. Especially because season 2 was so inactive and boring. Alright, I am going to go into Nether. And I want to show you around some of the B-Boy's base, Tornado's base, I think Vass's base. Vass's base is pretty cool. So yeah, I'll show you those 3 bases first, and I'll show you the 2 big ones. Now here's Vass's starter base. He never got along far enough to make Mega one. It's really cool. It's like a dock of some sort, and I love it. And here's his mine. He's a talented builder, that's for sure. And that leads to his mine shaft, which let me go in there. That's a significant part of his starter base. So yeah. As you can see, there are rails going around there. You can take it by minecart, and yeah, these tunnels are all decorated. He's also got an enchanting table, furnace array. I think I went up that tunnel once. And then his storage system's right here. It looks so cool. Congrats, Mass. I love it. Now here's Tornado's nether base. I think he saw that I was extending my nether base. He was online a lot around that time, or you know, he kind of goes online in waves. One of his online waves was around that time. Oh, this is not his base. I completely forget that this portal doesn't link to his base anymore. Oh yeah, if you want to get a good idea on how many trees I've cut down, this entire place used to be a birch forest. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna go further this way. Look at this. I think that island's completely cut down with trees as well. It is. Yeah, this entire thing used to be a birch forest, like I said. I just left a few trees around Tornado's base. I thought he might like it. Well, here it is. So now he originally built a base. He kind of took a really long break. So I decided to help renovate his base a bit. He really liked it. Yeah. And he also has a huge chest monster, which... Are most of these empty? I feel like he doesn't have this much stuff. Could be wrong. Yeah. Seems like most of them are empty. In here, looks like a little mine, which is always really cool. Oh wait, he left something in his furnaces. Oh, that's weird. With this basement area, I think he did something down here. Oh, okay, yeah, he did something down here, but he never finished it. Okay. Farm goals, build goals, stream goals, pigman farm, build a shop, finish basement. Okay. Creeper farm and auto storage. Interesting. Alright. He had some goals. That's quite cool, actually. Oh my gosh, there's a piglin here. I'm screwed if this becomes red. Actually, I made rules that if it is red and, you know, you're in danger, like you died or something like that, you can run red. I mean, that's not a priority in that sort of situation. Although, yeah, right here's Axolotl's base that is nice in the way. It really is partially in the way of going to Bacon's base, which is really nice. Although, yeah, we started this nice area. We can go down here. This is his mega base, by the way. Her mega base. Sorry about that again. But we've got mob heads. He's got a storage system right there. He also did a manual. If you're wondering that storage system, originally I was trying to make it automatic, although I couldn't because of the shape of the storage room, and also the fact that yeah, my mega base is a sphere, so yeah, that didn't end up well. But yeah, here's his mega base. Her mega base. Looks pretty cool. I love that music note in middle. The gold looks really cool. He's ended his season, as you can see. Say, I had a great time. See y'all in season 3. Have a good time, Axolotl. I'll make sure to prank you in season 3 even more. Although, yeah, he's got his diamond chandelier, some really cool warp, you know, kind of stuff. If we go up here... Oh, God, there's a creeper in here. Lightyear builds up, dude. God. Ah, God, no, I'm trapped by creepers and skeletons. Why? Why did I do this without armor? And up here, he's got a couple of stashes of gold and warp blocks. That actually, he said he didn't know why. I mean, it doesn't really have much of a purpose, although it does look really cool in my opinion. So I have to give props to him. I mean, this entire thing looks really cool. It's also futuristic, which is definitely up my alley, if you cannot tell. I mean, I guess it's a bit futuristic. It's kind of modern as well. You know, it's kind of a modernish futuristic, rather than my base, which is kind of a futuristic fantasy. If you get me. Get the difference. I'm trying to say. Also down here, though. Oh, I think you just land in water, don't you? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, down here is where he started the season. He has this nice bridge connecting to islands. He never did anything with that island. And down here, looks like there's nothing. Alright, let's go up here. Up we go to the top of the thing. It looks like he blocked off where he started. That's fine. It doesn't matter. I swear. Can you guys calculate how many times I've called her he in the comments section? I'd love to know. I just cannot get it out of my head. For real. I know it might sound transphobic, but yeah. And off we go, 500 blocks north to Lazy Bacon's base. This is gonna take a while. Here are the nether portals, to the end portal. Now, Lazy Bacon is the only other member which has been active throughout the entire season, like me. So yeah, we've both kind of had that competition going on. We've also done around the same amount of progress and roughly the same time. He's ending his season a bit later than mine, but other than that, I think he's ending it pretty soon. As long as there's not a sword piglin in my way, I'm okay. I mean, if there is a sword piglin in my way, I'd be dead. And here it is. At first, it was such a deadly journey to go here because you had to, like, go through the nether. You had to go through, like, nether wastes, basalt delta, then a crimson forest, and then a warp forest just to get here. Or no, a soul sand valley, and then a crimson forest, and a warp forest to get here. Yeah, it used to be really deadly. Now, at least, we've got nether roadways, and those worries, I don't have to worry about them anymore. Those are all below me. And quite literally below me. I really hate showing his base now because I know he's going to do some really massive building projects very soon. But yeah, kind of have to. Here's his storage system. We got iron, cobblestone. He has a cobblestone generator. He'll get much more of that than he needs. And going up here, we've also got his villager training hall, which I told him that's like a mega base of its own. And yeah, he originally was gonna make some sort of mountain, I'm pretty sure, although he realized he didn't have enough time, so he decided to make this little village city. Although yeah, here's his villager trading hall. All these guys are cured, which I do not approve, but yeah, that's not my call. Yeah, it goes all the way up to the second floor, and back there, I do not know why that area is empty. It could be for a really good reason, such as, like, there are some sort of electronics behind there, but yeah. You see, that's a similarity where we have in between us. We're both good at both building and redstone, and we both are really like those two as well. As you can see here, each of these areas has its own farm, so that was the carrot farm up there. I'm not exactly sure what that farm that is. Is this still a carrot farm? Yeah, it is. Over here, I think, let's see what's in here. Okay, that's just empty. And over here, yeah, still empty. A lot of these are empty. Empty again. And oh, this actually has a bed in it. Although, just the look of this thing, I really like it, how he built it in this medieval style. Yeah. Congrats on you, mate. This is really amazing. Whoa, what happened here? Was that an Enderman which replaced another netherrack block? I don't know. I guess that's up to you guys to decide. The worst part about it is that that's gonna be there the entire time with the world download. God. Now, if you're wondering, Minecraft, it's like being a bit framey now. I don't know why, but I don't know don't know how you guys are going to get the world download. Lazy Bacon might share it on his video because he actually knows the owner of the server in real life and he's friends with him. So yeah, if he gets that, he probably will put on his video. Make sure to check it out as well. He's a really great YouTuber. And yeah. Also, if you want to check out the world, that's where to go. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Season 2, and I think now, for the final time of it, we should have a montage of my favorite moments of the season. Guys, I'm so sorry, but my shortcut crashed while I was editing the moments. It was the worst part because I was spending a week on it and it crashed and everything was gone. I'm so sorry, but there's not going to be a recap, sadly. Anyways, that's it for this video and also for this season. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe my channel, and I'll see you guys all in season 3! Peace out!